race fans, tonight the Friday Night Bear League Season 2, round number 11, the regular season finale here at Michigan. The Irish Hills, presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. There are 15 drivers that are vying for a spot to knock out one of the 7 that is already into the championship race next week, December the 15th, right here on MaxspeedTV. I don't know all 15 of them, and I don't know all 7 of them, but what I do know is I will get you the 7 that is already locked in with wins here in just a little bit. Of course, myself, Joshua Medlock, and joining me here tonight, you usually see him in chat, but here tonight he is going to be helping me call the race, Mr. Stephen Lane out here. Stephen, glad to have you. You have some experience in chat watching the races, but this is totally different for you. Glad to have you, brother.
Well, I'm glad to be here. Thanks, Josh. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to be up here with you. And yeah, you're right. I mean, I've been watching you guys for a while. Started doing the iRacing here about 3 weeks ago, and man, I'm enjoying it.
Well, glad to, that you're on iRacing, already getting up in the license levels, but taking your time at it. Unlike me, you're not rushing through it like me. I was an idiot and decided to go from rookie to A in 3 months, and, that was a bad decision. Don't do that.
No, I'm just trying to get some seat time, man. That's all.
Yeah, that's all that it takes. But Steven and myself will be calling the race. My brother kind of still on the DL right now. He is in chat with us, one of our moderators. And Brennan Kennedy, one of our other moderators, is out in chat too. Dennis is out there hanging out with us. Steven's going to keep an eye on chat as much as he can, but he's going to be kind of, I guess, more concentrated up here with us here tonight. But Steven, man, we got some pre-race analytics and some points to go down, so let's go and jump into that real quick. I was going to say some wind out there, but only 2 miles an hour. I was going to say it's 109 mile an hour wind, but that's the track, Tim. We don't want to see 109 mile an hour winds out here.
Oh, no, that'd make for a bad day.
Yeah, definitely so. So 2 mile an hour wind, 109-degree track temp, though, so Steven, it's probably going to be a little slick out there with these guys. I do expect that track temp to go up, though.
Yeah, it should raise up a couple of degrees. I would probably say it'll probably hit 110, 111 to be the max.
Well, let's hope it doesn't get any hotter than what it is, but we'll see kind of throughout the race. We'll check on it periodically. Now, 100 full laps out here tonight. Now, our stage here this evening, our white flag, will be at 49. So when they come back around and hit 50, the caution will come out for that stage break. And, of course, stage points, they are out here trying to pick up as many points as they can, but some of the guys are out here to pick up that elusive win that they need to get in. And we'll take a look at the 7 here in just a second. Tires, they get 4 sets of total. That 4 sets of tires in total. That does include the set they start with, so 3 behind the wall. 50% fuel. This is interesting, Steven. 20 to 25 laps on fuel.
That's what I was fixing to say. There's going to be some unscheduled stops, I'm sure, just because of the minimum fuel amount.
Yeah, and I was talking to a driver earlier, and he mentioned that if they could squeeze a lap or 2 out of it, I don't see how they could, but if they could, it might only be 1 pit stop during the first stage, but I don't see how they're going to be able to save enough fuel to do that 1 stop. I do believe it's probably going to have to be 2.
Yeah, and with this track temperature being like it is going to be slick. Bump draft is going to be probably, you're not going to see a lot of it. You're going to get behind them, and it's just going to be all over the place.
Yeah, kind of I think what we seen last night at Auto Club. We'll talk about that here in a little bit too before we get into the racing. Now, pit road is 55 miles an hour. That is going to be a make it or break it point for some drivers, I'm sure, here tonight. Got to be careful coming down pit road. Can't speed, can't miss your pit box. You can't spin it. You can't make any type of mistakes on pit road. If you do, that could cost you the race. So you're going to have to be careful coming down pit road. And our pace speed of 70 mile an hour, if we do get, a few yellows here tonight, then we will be pacing around this 2-mile track here for, about I'd say a minute and a half or so. So it does take a little bit to get around the track under pace conditions.
Yeah, what we don't want to see is Rudolphs.
Oh, yeah, we don't want to see no Rudolphs here, that is for sure. Well, I'm going to kind of leave everybody on a hang cliff right now, and we're going to step aside and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. We'll take a look at our point standings coming into tonight after the national anthem. Hang tight, folks. Qualifying will be underway when we come back.
So proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight.
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Max Speed TV.
Alrighty, folks, qualifying is underway here tonight, and right now it looks like Goodpaster right now over the top spot, but we've got a lot of drivers still yet to come out here and pull some laps. So, before we get into that, let's go and jump down into the point standings here tonight. Now, I was informed that a lot of the drivers in the top 7 do have already wins, but we'll take a look at that, and I'll let you guys know who actually has wins and who doesn't after we get done with the point standings and throughout the race. Now, Mitch Diamond is up at the top spot, jumping a spot at 177. Matthew Fleming down a spot into second at 169. He is only 8 behind Mitch. David Owens going to stay in third at 149, 28 behind the leader and 20 behind Matthew. Brandon Parker in fourth at 121, 56 behind the leader and 28 behind David. Andrew Bolander up 3 spots. Craig at the top, 5 and 5th at 115, 62 behind the leader and 6 behind Brandon. Trevor Zelazny, unfortunately, is not going to be able to make it here tonight. Thoughts and prayers going out there to Trevor, buddy. Hopefully you get to feeling better and everything comes back clear. I won't go into detail, but he is going to come and do tonight 6th in the point standings at 110, 67 behind the leader and 5 behind Andrew. Jonathan Wright up 3 spots. Almost said down 3 spots. Oops. Up 3 spots into 7th at 107, 70 behind the leader and 3 behind Trevor. Dennis Ansman, now he is actually below that cutoff line, but we'll let everybody know here in just a second. Dennis Ansman down a spot into 8th at 105, 72 behind the leader and 2 behind Jonathan. Robert Hissong in 9th at 104, 73 behind the leader and 1 behind Dennis. Joe Yakes up a spot. Craig in the top 10 at 10th at 102, 75 behind the leader and 2 behind Robert. David Medina Sr. down 5 spots into 11th at 99 points, 78 behind the leader and 3 behind Joe. Michael Lamphere down a spot into 12th at 98 points, 79 behind the leader and 1 behind David. Matt Opplinger up a spot into 13th at 86 points, 91 behind the leader and 12 behind Michael. Jackson Anderson down a spot into 14th at 79 points, 98 behind the leader and 7 behind Matt. And Keith Fallon is going to be up 2 spots, cracking the top 15 in 15th at 74 points, 103 behind the leader and 5 behind Jackson. Dylan Hervatten down a spot into 16th at 69 points, 108 behind the leader and 5 behind Keith. Now, we do have a tie back here for 17th. Robert Babcock up 2 spots and Jeffrey Goodpaster down 1. Both of them at 65 points, 112 behind the leader and 4 behind Hervatten. Jordan Marion down a spot into 19th, 60 points, 117 behind the leader, only 5 behind Goodpaster and Babcock. And Michael Carroll is in the top 20 at 53 points, 124 behind the leader and 7 behind Jordan. That is, of course, our point standings coming into tonight. It looks like right now, Stephen, Mr. Robert Hessong in that number 8 does have the top spot here, brother.
Yeah, it's going to be tight. I mean, looking at the times, the top 2 spots are right there. It's not going to take much to jump out front.
53 thousandths of a second between 1 and 2, 49 thousandths of a second between 2nd and 3rd, 7 thousandths of a second between 3rd and 4th, and then 7 thousandths of a second between 4th and 5th. So, yeah, very, very, very close indeed. Looks like several drivers still out there yet. Looks like pulling in some qualifying laps here. So, going kind of down through the winner circle here as of right now, we've got Matthew Fleming, Trevor Zelazny, Brandon Parker, Mitch Diamond, David Owens, Joe Yakes, and Jonathan Wright. That is 7 different winners. That is your 7 drivers that are locked in because they have the starts and they have the wins. However, 15 other drivers, Stephen, they might have more starts than the 1 or 2 drivers or 3 that is already locked in. So, if we have a new winner here tonight, I'm going to pick on him because I know I can, Dennis Ansman. Dennis, if he wins tonight, he's going to kick somebody out. and he's going to jump in. Who was I talking to earlier? That was, I think it was David Medina Sr. He's another one. He wins. Guess what? He's going to kick somebody out.
Well, I think it's going to be really tight.
So the question is, who's going to get kicked out?
Well, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Josh, anything can happen. I mean, all it takes is one little slip up, and you jump up 3 or 4 spots. The next thing you know, you're out front, and you just never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, definitely so. And of course, we are just kind of waiting here for the countdown. About 2.5 minutes left to go. Still several drivers out here. Looks like Dennis Ansman is out here as well. I've got to find my button. There it is. Dennis going up to 7. JD right. There's David Medina Sr. Looks like Nathan Cantrell is out there on the track as well. So, these drivers, have the track to themselves. They don't have to worry about other drivers. They can just go out there and get the fastest lap that they can get without the draft. Now, going to that little thing we alluded to earlier about Auto Club and the Gen 7s last night in a race that I broadcasted and you watched. These cars in the draft, and whoa, what a lap! Dennis up to the top spot.
Wow, that was a nice lap.
Good Lord. Well, he interrupted me. I guess it's payback for interrupting him. Wow. All right. Well, with that being said, we'll wait here just a minute. If they get around somebody, is it going to be the same? Are they going to get loose like they did last night, or are they going to still be, are they going to be able to draft one another? I mean, what do we I'm hoping for a drafting, but
well, looking at the track information, we've actually dropped from 107 to 105, so there may get some good traction out there and possibly get some good draft times.
Yeah, and also too, I guess more rubber going to be laid down, so hopefully it'll make that car stick a little bit better, maybe have more grip. I guess that remains to be seen, so I guess we'll find out. Mitch Diamond is out or coming out, but he is not going to have time. He is going to have to start toward the back here tonight. Dennis Ansman in that number 16. He's going to be on the edge here tonight. We're going to get him down here for his interview here this evening, folks. Dennis Ansman, buddy, you're going to grab the pole out here tonight. You are one of the drivers that has to win. No pressure, right?
Yeah, no pressure at all.
Well, you're going to start up front. Do you think that is probably where you need to be at the start of the race here this evening?
I would say yes, but I would be lying to you. I think it's going to be the same strategy that I had with Atlanta last year. If you don't remember, I had a race right before the cutoff, when in you're in type of situation, and just kind of laid back at the beginning of the race and then waited to make my move. I'm thinking tonight might be kind of similar to that. Just feel out how the tire wear is going to be and how these guys are going to be racing here at the beginning.
All right. Well, you're starting off strong. You already got a portion of it out of the way. Now we've got to get through, of course, the first half of the race and then the latter half of the race. But take it one lap at a time, Dennis. That's about all you can do here tonight, buddy. Good luck out there. Congratulations on the pole here tonight, bud.
Yep, one lap at a time, and keep those walls away from me.
Okay, I'll try.
Appreciate it.
Yep. All right, well, Dennis Ansman out there here tonight. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be interesting. I would have to say at the least. Going to be definitely interesting. So go ahead and get them on the MaxspeedTV starting grid here tonight. Brantley Roden, Harpoon Design out there chat here this evening. Glad to see you out there, buddy. Kind of odd actually seeing you on a Friday night, but glad to have you out there, bud. Hardly ever see you on a Friday. Anyway, I'll get back to you, Brantley, here in just a second. Dennis Asman on the pole line here tonight. Congratulations again to the number 16 on the pole. Robert Hissong going to start on the outside of him in second. JD Wright third, Ed Ryan in fourth. David Medina Sr. in fifth. Matt Oplinger sixth. Jeffrey Goodpaster seventh. David Owens in eighth. Michael Lamphere in ninth, and Joe Yates in 10th. Jackson Anderson 11th. Matthew Fleming in 12th. Brandon Parker 13th. That's over the qualifiers. Non-qualifiers, going to line them up like this. Mitch Diamond in 14th. Jordan Marion in 15th. Kevin Kyle in 16th. George Wright in 17th. Nathan Cantrell in 18th. And that's it. 18 drivers out here tonight. But I think that's plenty enough for, almost said Auto Club.
No, I think 18 drivers. It's gonna be a good race. I really think it's gonna be a good race. There's gonna be quite a bit of room. I would say in the middle and the back of the pack for sure.
There's gonna be a lot of room. Yep, there's gonna be a lot of room of hitting the wall.
Well, let's hope not.
Tell Dennis that.
Dennis, he said it, not me. Looks like we got everybody's coming out for pit car, or the pace cars out there with them, so.
All right, well, yep, here we go. Pace car, or in this case, pace truck.
I was fixing to ask you, what's a piece car?
A piece car. It's a piece car. It's a piece car. Pace truck. We'll dive off to the safety of pit road. Pull those belts tight, folks. One more time. Here we go in just a moment. Boy, it takes freaking forever to get around this track. Now you see why I don't want to see the cautions. All right, pace truck, off and away. Waiting on the green, the Geico start zone. There it is. The initial green grid is out. Boogity, 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 folks. We are racing here tonight for the Friday Night Beer League regular season finale here in the Irish Hills of Michigan.
Already getting 3 wide.
Oh, gosh. I would even expect maybe a 4 wide at some
Oh,
point.
they tried.
Oh, buddy. 3 wide, and they're already dooring each other.
Oh.
82, I believe that was, and the 99, and the 82 going up high there. That is Matt Oplinger. Right back up to the front here. The first lap is going to go to the 16 of Dennis Asman. He's got 99 more laps to go.
51 was getting down on that apron. I'd watch out down there.
Ooh, Ed Ryan. Yeah, don't want to get on that apron.
No. Oh, we're 4 wide.
Oh, golly, where?
Back about about 4th and 5th place. Got about that 4 wide there for a second. Then they went back to double.
Yeah, as soon as they go 4 wide, you say something, guess what? I go back there and it's already done.
Yeah.
It's about what happens. All right. Oh, Dennis going to lead another lap. He's got 98 more to go. I guess we're to count him down. Dennis is probably down there telling me to shut up. Oh, man.
Starting to spread out down. Middle of the pack's kind of getting clustered up. Towards the back is starting to spread out a little bit.
I think the back kind of knows, long race. Don't want to push it, too early. Oh,
Yeah.
man, Oplinger got a little bit loosey-goosey there and opened to the
Whoa.
wall. Good save, though. He had to use the wall to do it, but good save. Getting up to the front, J.D. Wright. Oh, Robert Hissong taking over the lead. J.D. into second. David now third. Dennis back to fourth. Maybe seeing something he don't like early on. Possibly.
Number 11 car is trying to make a run up on the outside, but he just slowing down when he gets up there.
Looking at that, look at the 11 NOS. Maybe he needs to put some of that NOS in that car.
Well, better than us in that CR.
Single file, 1, 2, then side by side, Dennis, Robert, Joe right behind him, coming from 10th to 5th. And he is going to be picking on Robert here. Man, he's got to run on that outside line. Boy, he just went around Robert Hissong like Robert was sitting still.
Yeah. He's getting some good bites, so he's probably found him a decent line there.
And now Joe's got his eyes set on Dennis here.
Dennis and I got JD in first, and Dennis and David Owens right behind him in second.
The JD right, David Dennis. Top
Yep.
3 right now. Then Joe's right there to the inside. Watching to see if Joe can take over the 3rd place spot, door to door. 16 in the 6.
See what got going on
Whoa,
back here.
Dennis! He almost took the back end of the 6 off. Man,
I missed that one.
that's all right. I was watching.
Oh,
it.
we got a wreck. We got a wreck.
Oh,
we got a wreck.
We got a wreck. Where are we wrecking at? Oh, yeah.
Brandon Parker.
Oh, gosh.
It looks like Mitch and Brandon got into each other.
All right. Well, let's get back here and do it on the MaxspeedTV replay. You were actually back there when that happened, so... Oh, yeah, right there. Oh, yeah, right up ahead of Goodpaster, Mitch Diamond, and Brandon Parker. Ooh, a little bit of a bumper hook, I think. Ooh, a little bit of pinching going on there, too, it looks like. And, yeah, right there.
Yep.
Yeah, looks like the 65 might have come up right into the 1. And the 99 going to get a piece of the wall there. And Brandon's going to get a piece of the wall as well. Ooh. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Well, I guess if they knock down all the walls, Dennis won't have anything to worry about.
I'm not going to comment on that one.
I'm so wrong, I know it.
Yeah, Jeremy, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. He's kind of leading me around by the hand at this moment.
Just being in the right spot at the right time is all. I mean, there's many that I don't catch, you know. Be like, well, where'd that happen at? And then I can't even find it, so it's, you know, we'll call it a random phantom caution, you know. Like last night, we had an admin boo-boo.
What kind of admin boo-boo did you have?
No, it wasn't me. It was the admin boo-boo of the series.
Ah.
Yeah. All right, well, off and away we go. David Owens going to be the first one off of pit road. Did anybody take tires? No. Well, I can see why. Only 3 sets behind the wall. I don't think you would really want to this early. I mean, we're not even 10 laps into the race. I don't think you really want to take tires right now.
No, it's still too early for that. I was going back and looking at that incident, and it looks like Brandon was coming up on the outside, and the 65 car looked like he just took his draft away from him and lifted his rear end. It didn't look like they really hit until Brandon started to spin around.
Oh, hey, that could have been a possibility, too. I didn't really get a closer angle at it, but yeah. I mean, we seen it last night, and it could be that the same thing again tonight. You get real close together, or you come up on a driver, races that back end up a hair, and it you know, lifts that car up, and then you just loop it around, you know.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looked like happened. I'm like I said, I'm going back and watching different angles here, and Brandon looked like he just lost his the rear end out from under his car.
Well, no interview early on here. We're gonna let these guys kind of see if they can, get it. Yeah, I wouldn't say get it together because they're doing a pretty good job of it here early on. But see if if they can get a good long green flag run here. See if we can get a green flag pit stop in. Well, that's green flag pit stop. That's gonna spread. That would definitely spread things out. Will we get one?
Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll just leave it at that.
I give it right now. I give it a 50-50. Actually, a 49-51.
49. Getting technical there.
Well, 10 laps into it. That's going to put us on this pit stop for fuel roughly at about 35-ish. Wait. My math is off. 30, yeah, about 35-ish. Yeah.
Yeah, if they took fuel on pit, yeah, you're right. That should give them enough to get to probably 35. If they took a full, or or got the full 50, then
Yeah.
they might be able to make it to
40.
Yeah, 40 laps.
Roughly. All right, well, here we go. Oh, David Owens, Blanky, green back out. Here we go, folks. Back underway here at Michigan. I keep wanting to call it Auto Club. Very similar tracks, 2 miles. Very fast, very wide tracks. Except Auto Club is the right front, or the right rear. And Michigan actually burns up more of the left rear, what I was told. So, gotta figure out a way to save that left rear.
There's not much banking degree here, is there?
A little bit more than you think. It's progressive, I do believe.
Yeah.
But
Track temperatures drop back down, so
okay.
we're down to 100 degrees on the track temperature. So
Still in
That's
triple
gonna-
digits.
yeah, but that's going to give them a little bit more bite on tires.
True. Yeah, the cooler the track temp, the more bite they can get, the more grip they can get. And watching Robert Hissong here, boy, we got to have a 4-wide situation up here right ahead of Robert. Nah, they're going to go side by side, though. David Owens leading the way here, 4 laps now under his belt. Dennis Hansman trying to look to the inside of JD right for P2. David Owens, I'll get it out in a minute, folks. David Owens right there, right up ahead of him. Oh, the 04 and the 16 almost knocked each other out. Now the 8 giving the 16 a shove there. And now the 8 is going to go down to the lower of the inside. Robert Hissong, Matthew Fleming, Goodpaster, Anderson. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was fixing to say, it's getting a little squirrely back here about the middle of the pack. We're running almost 3 wide.
Yep. Back here around, I think you're back here with Lanphier, Mary, Medina Senior, Diamond.
Yep.
Kind of like the same area I am. Like I said, I can't sit still.
Well,
Yep.
that 88 car is getting really close to that wall coming out of them corners.
Oh, Matthew Fleming. Kevin Kyle out here tonight. Nice to see Kevin out here. Of course, Kevin made my plaque. Do appreciate that plaque that he made me. Beautiful, beautiful piece. Don't have the picture like right in front of me, unfortunately, at the present time, or I would definitely show y'all. But beautiful, beautiful piece. It's actually in the 31. We're going to call it No Name Kyle because, well, his name is not showing up in the driver bar. So he has No Name Kyle here tonight, but a beautiful piece that he made. And Brantley Road, like I said, out in chat. Time to pick on Brantley. Hardly ever see him on Friday nights, but glad to see you out there, buddy.
16's trying to make a run on the inside.
Yeah, is he going to be able to make it, though?
Yeah.
To the stripe.
Nope.
I think David had it. Yeah.
No, David still got it.
Yeah. Well, up front here, leading the way. Ford Buttstains out here tonight. I knew you'd catch that.
I can't even comment on that one.
Oh, I'm sure somebody will.
Oh, yeah.
It is trying to get. Whoa, I heard some metal crunching somewhere. Okay, no wreck, but boy, I heard some metal. Good thing we didn't have a wreck, but I still heard metal.
It's got to be coming from that middle pack back where Michael Lamphere and
It's got
88 and 88 and 6. There's just 88's about to rip 6's bumper off.
Number 88, Matthew Fleming.
Whoa,
Whoa.
getting a little squirrely.
Yeah, like a worm. Ennis. Watching Matthew here. Oh, he's going to split the gap. He's going to go. No, he's going to back out of it. Probably a good call.
Oh, yeah. Be patient.
Yeah.
I mean, being patient when you're behind the wheel of these cars is key. I mean, especially when you start getting drivers that are trying to get antsy and trying to get up towards the front.
Yep.
You know, somebody's going to make a mistake.
Oh, yeah.
You got to wait for it.
Yep, we got the 99 of Goodpaster coming from 7th to 7th, 8th, so he's kind of running still right where he started, but still yet a lot of laps still yet to go. We are by far, we haven't even got to the stage yet, folks. 3 wide, the 6 and the 16 touch. Whoa, that was a good save. Joe Yakes, Dennis Hansman, that could have been bad. I don't know how in the world they both saved that. If that would have happened coming out of the corner or into the corner, I don't think they would have been able to. But it happened on the backstretch, so.
Yeah, they would have collected several cars on that. I mean, they're running pretty tight back in the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th positions right now.
Yeah, they can't break away from one another.
No.
AD Wright coming up through the field, 3rd to 1st. In the BA 04, but a little bit of a crossover here. David Owens back to the inside. Almost said outside. I'm getting my outside insides confused.
Left, right.
Yeah, left, right. Yeah, we're backwards. Instead of turning left, we're turning right here tonight.
Your military left.
Yeah. Man, that 04 on the tail of the 11. Golly.
He is all over that bumper.
He trying to drink him some NOS. Like, hey, I want a piece of this. JD, though, has led 6 laps, so he's already had a piece of it, but he wants some more. It looks like clean air.
He got him.
Yeah, it looks like clean air, does play a factor. 3 wide back here with David Medina Sr., the 88 of Fleming, 16 of Dennis Hansman. Now he is battling here the 6 of Joe Yates. And I was just going to say that clean air, does play a factor, but it looks like it's not playing much of a factor as what I thought it would, because they are still nose to tail up front.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time clean air is going to get you, your better aspiration on your cars, but man, it just as bunched up as they are, I just don't see it.
Oh! Wow, nice save, JD.
Got a little bit coming up on him. I don't know if he was on the throttle a little hard, maybe. Pushing him up.
Probably, yeah. He probably pushed up too much. They are still doing one another.
4 in the wall.
Yeah, Jackson Anderson got up into the full 4 of J.D. Wright. He just got shoved into the wall. Mm-hmm. Now the 10 coming up on a Jordan Marriott, 15th crack at the top, 10 and 9th, 10th, as the 99 of Goodpaster goes around. JD falling backwards. And Jackson up to the front now. Is he going to be able to stay up here, though? He's got David. Got David Medina. His song, Fleming, Ansman, Yakes.
Medina Senior's pushing David Owens up there. I mean, there is some good draft going on, though.
Yeah, I'm a little shocked. I feel, ooh, boy, that 9.
Well, the Jackson got a little bit loose there and kind of got up close to that wall. Maybe got into some debris up there, maybe some tire rubber or something up towards the top of the track.
Looks like George Wright did not come back out. Might be done for the evening. Took his car behind the wall early here tonight. Coming to lap 25. There he goes, updated. Lap 25 here, a quarter of the way through the race. Well, technically, next time by will be a quarter of the race through, but close enough.
Jackson seems like he's having a little bit of issue controlling his car.
Pushing it a little bit too hard, maybe. Oh,
Maybe
up into the wall. Uh-oh, well, this is gonna stack things up.
Jackson kind of bumped him a little bit and got him up into the wall.
Looks like David falling back. The 8 of his song falling back. David Medina Sr. now to the back to the inside.
Whoa, got a car up into the number, looked like,
Number 8.
what was it? 16.
Oh, Dennis!
Got into the wall again.
Diggers.
He's going to have words with you after this race.
Probably. Oh, he pushing up, he's pushing down, he pushing all over the place. Oh, golly. Dennis, you got a car up high, you got a car down low.
Hold your line.
Hold your lane. Stephen Lane.
Well, the warden might get a little upset about that one.
Oh, okay. I just had to.
I know.
I just had to.
I was waiting for it.
Oh, okay. Oh, the 6. Oh, man, you seen that too, didn't you?
I did. I'm still back there in the 8th, 9th, and 10th spot watching these 3 guys because
Man.
they've been doing a little bumping and rubbing, and I mean I know rubbing's racing, but 6 bumped the wall.
Whoa, I mean, Joe. It looks like Joe coming up on the 0-4. They're still right neck and neck, though.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon Parker, Matt Opplinger racing it up back here. This is back toward the back of the field. 14th, 15th. It looks like they kind of got it figured out. Mitch Diamond up in the 13th, coming up on the 10 of Jordan Marion. Can't forget about any of these guys back here either. And the John Deere 52, Nathan Cantrell, you know, he's back, way back here into 17th, but, you know, you can't count him out. You know, if, you know, he gets, you know, it's still technically anybody's race, you know. So, you know, some of these guys up here have, you know, bad late race issues, and Nathan's in the right spot. Well, guess what? You know, he could win it just like anybody else can.
Yeah, I think Nathan is really playing it safe at this point. I mean, he's not really running real fast laps.
If he's got some damage, let's check it out here. Yeah, he's got some scrapies on the side. He's got some damage. Don't know if that's affected him any, but I mean,
It doesn't look like his wheels are really any wheel damage.
whoa, he did get a little. Oh, he is loose. He's been out here. Of course, nobody took tires, so his tires could be shot.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, that's possible.
Yeah. All right, lap number 30. So here in about 5 to 7 laps, we will be within that pit stop. Now, the window technically, I would say, is open now because if they pit now, they could make it to the stage. but I think, I mean, how far do you push it? Do you push it until you just can't push it anymore? It looks like the 6 of Joe Yates had already come down pit road. So guess what, Steven? We're starting to see pit stops.
Yeah, I was looking at that. Well, it looks like Joe's back out on the track.
He
Looks like
is.
he just got down on the apron, or
Yeah.
did he just come back out?
He just came back out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he is fixing to start his first lap here. Here comes the 11 down pit road. Oh, here we go. Anderson down pit road. Owens down. Ryan down. Parker down. Opplinger down. Goodpaster down. Pit road is busy. It is very busy. Oh, we've had a lot of drivers come down. Now when's the next group coming? Looks like David Medina Sr. Let's see here, coming out of turn number 4. He is not going to come down pit road, but Robert Hissong, Matthew Fleming coming right down behind him. Here comes Dennis Ansman down pit road as well. And Michael Lamphere, Jordan Marion down pit road. Jackson coming off. He'll be coming back out onto the track here, right there. Right there. He just came on the track right there. So,
Yeah, I don't know if now would be a good time to take 4 tires.
I think everybody's taking 4. Ooh. Ooh.
I would.
No.
If it was me, I would probably take 2 and
And take a chance. Here comes David
Take a
Medina.
chance, yeah.
Here comes David Medina Sr. Kevin Kyle is down. The 04 of J.D. Wright is down. Mitch Diamond is down. So that's going to leave everybody. Oh, everybody has came down pit road. So Matthew Fleming can get back around. He will be our leader. And it looks like he will take over the lead. As I say that, Mitch Diamond and company, the 9 is coming back out. David Medina, but Fleming did take over the lead. He technically has not led a lap yet, but his song is right on his tail. So our first round of green flag pit stops comes down without a hitch. I get nervous every time they get near green flag pit stops, man, because you just know that somebody is thinking, all right, we're going to end up having a yellow here if I come down pit road. You know, it's always in the back of their minds. And so it makes me really nervous. Fleming beats his first lap here tonight.
I think I need to refresh something because car colors have changed.
Row, Raggy.
Let me see. Let me do this.
Roll R, or you can exit out of trading paints and reload it. What I usually do.
Yeah, that's what I did.
All right, well, Matthew Fleming leading the way. His song, Yakes, Anderson, Ansman, Medina Sr., Diamond, Marion, Opplinger, and Lamphere rounding out the top 10 after green flag pit stops. And Bull Lamphere he is flying around here with those fresh Mr. Feelgoods. You can definitely tell who took 2, who took 4, who took none on the tire-wise. I could also look here and see the times here. The drivers anywhere between, in the 14 range. They're definitely going to take, 4 sets of tires and fuel. Anybody that's running in the 7-8 range probably only took fuel, maybe took right sides.
Yeah.
Or left sides. I mean,
I think if it was me, I would probably would have done the same thing. Took fuel and 2. Just for the simple fact that maybe that just taking them right side tires will get me some grip in the corners.
Possibly.
You're right. Possibly.
It's going to be interesting. See, Joe Yates, looking at it here, he took tires. Hissong took tires, or Anderson took tires, my bad. Fleming either took 2 or didn't take any at all at an 8.5-second stop. Robert Hissong, 8.5 seconds. You know, same as basically what Fleming did. So, you know, third and fourth, if they didn't take tires, then they're on the same set of tires. Me personally, as bad as I am, I probably would have took 4.
Well,
I
as
ain't
bad
taking
as,
no
hey,
chances.
Well, I test drove one of the trucks the other day, and I guarantee you that I would have to have a quick fix.
Well, they do get one here tonight. So, you know, that does, you know, that can play or could play a factor into the late race. You know, if we get any type of major, what we call the big one, you know, it's still up in the air. I mean, we could, you know, it's not as prevalent as like it is at Talladega or Daytona or maybe even the iRacing Super Speedway or now the new Atlanta. But, you know, still yet, you know, after a restart, you know, maybe they get bunched up and then the big one happens. I mean, it's still there.
Yeah. Did Nathan come into pit? Because it looks like he might have got some repairs done.
Nathan Cantrell, let me check. He did 14.5 second stop. He's been out here 7 laps and he still has his reset left. So looks like he might have just come down and maybe got some of the right side fixed up while he was down on pit road. Probably wasn't nothing too major. It didn't look too bad on that right side. So
No, I didn't see any wheel damage or anything like that. Look,
probably
maybe the
need,
spoiler.
yeah, probably just needed to get some dents knocked out of that.
Yep.
You know.
Brendan Kennedy said that 52 car looks amazing. They all look good.
52. Nathan Cantrell,
Nathan's, yeah.
Old John Deere, yep. Yep. Whoa, speaking of John
squirrely.
Deere, yeah, he got a little squirrely there. If that was a tractor, he wouldn't have been able to save it. It'd have flipped. Things are top heavy, so. Oh, Joe Yakes. He's on the edge here, too. I think we got 2 similar paints out here tonight. We got Joe Yakes, and we got Dennis Hansman. Now, Dennis Hansman is running a purple scheme, and Joe Yakes is running a black scheme, but both of them running the Castrol Edge. Maybe they're both on edge.
Joe just went down on the apron.
Ooh, maybe trying to break that draft off of the 83. Possibly trying to.
Possibly.
Jackson's like, hey, you ain't getting too far ahead of me.
Well, Massey jumped up to 4th spot.
Yep, there's Fleming. In the Wheels America 88. Then you've got the, can't tell. That's Robert Hissong right behind him, but I can't tell what paint he's got on the machine. It looks like uncoiled. Firearms and gun range. I'm not afraid to say that on stream. Some people are because of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know. Hey, they're running a sponsor. I'm gonna say it. That's, you know, that's part of my job.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so. But hey, good race. It looks like Lamphere and Kevin Kyle. Looks like No Name Kyle kind of falling back here as Michael gets around. Let's see what type of situation they're in. Well, looks like about a lap difference between the two, but both of it looks like took 4 tires, excuse me. So same, I guess same strategy, except a lap difference.
He driving that the Marine Corps?
The 13, no, it's a Harpoon Design.
Harpoon Design.
Yeah, that's Brantley Roden out there in chat, actually, Harpoon Design.
Oh, wow. Brantley, good job, buddy. I like that.
He's got over 2,000 paints on trading paints, and he also does custom paint. So if you got want a custom paint done, he'll definitely do it. He did my brother's paint too. So
I might have to hit Brantley up on the side here. I need to.
I can tell
got some IDs.
I can tell you a little secret, but I don't want to spoil it. I can tell you a little secret about Brantley, but I'm not going to spoil it. I'll let you figure it out on your own. It's very popular in the iRacing community. and in the NASCAR community. We'll just
There
put
you
it to
go.
you that way. Battle for the lead.
Oh,
Yates.
4 wide.
Oh, golly, where?
Back on Michael Lamphere and them went 4 wide for just a second,
Oh,
then they split back out.
Yet again, as soon as I go back here, they're not 4 wide anymore. That's about right.
I was still admiring Michael's car when I seen it. I was like, ooh.
I think I'm going to stay right here just in case they go 4 wide again. Now watch it. They go 4 wide somewhere else. Lap 46, folks, coming up on that stage here. Here in about 3
Phase
laps.
1 getting close.
Here in about 3 laps, we're going to hit that white flag. White flag at 49. So now if we get a yellow now, though, it's over. Within 5 laps of the stage, it's over. So
Jackson Anderson jumped out to the lead again.
Yep, he is up front. This will be his 4th lap led, lap 47.
Now, he's got a good lead on second place.
Oh, about a half a second. I
Right,
mean,
yeah.
Jackson makes a boo-boo, then David will be right there. David and Joe both.
Coming up on him, though.
I think the 9 and the 6 need to get in a line, do a little bit of bump drafting, shove one another. It'll get them right up to Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
They could just stay in line together and give, or do that, what they call the crossovers. You see them do a lot of it it's lightning outside. And I'm just right across the border. Yeah, he's my neighbor, everybody.
Yep.
Steven. Not my neighbor as in, like, right across the street neighbor. My state neighbor.
about an hour away.
About an hour away, yep.
Well, at least the way I drive.
Don't get caught.
They got to catch me first.
Hey, maybe it is lightning. Yep.
Really?
Yep, it is lightning.
Well, they said there was a chance of some storms tonight, but they were going to be isolated.
Yeah. Well, we might get a few here, it looks like. All right, coming into the white flag this time. Bye, folks. For the stage, white flag in the air. 1 more lap to go. There it is. I popped it. Yeah, door to door. Oh, buddy.
Ooh.
Jackson and David.
David was like, give me some of that side draft.
Yeah, he's wanting it too. I think he's wanting the stage.
He might get it. He's
David-
got a run on him.
David Medina Sr. needs the win here too to get in.
Oh,
Yeah, he needs
lit
the
up
win.
on him.
Oh, no. Coming out of turn number 4. Who's it going to be for the stage? Is it going to be the 83 or the 9? It's going to be close. The 83 has got it. But the yellow hasn't come out yet.
There it is.
There it is. And the 9. No, that Jackson had him, so Jackson Anderson, our stage winner here tonight. Whoa.
12 thousandths of a second.
Golly. All right, well, let me see here. I need to pull this up. Okay, so, well, that was close. Man, I hope I don't lose electric. That lightning's bad. Jackson Anderson does have 8 starts. So he is another one of the drivers that needs to win. Keith Fallon. This will be
How many points will he get for winning the stage?
it doesn't matter on the
stages?
No, they have to win because there's
Okay.
there's already 7 different winners. So the 7 different winners are already locked in. We have to have a new winner tonight. If we don't have a new winner, like Jackson Anderson, Dennis Ansman, David Medina Sr., Robert Hissong, some of the guys that got the starts but no wins, if they don't win and somebody else wins, if somebody else, if one of the drivers that has already won wins, then the 7 that are locked in are locked in. If one of the drivers that has the starts but no wins get a win, then they'll push somebody out because it's based on starts then. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, some of these guys, they got to win. They have to win. Jackson being one of them. And we're going to get him down here and have a talk with him here for a stage win as soon as I find him.
I don't see him.
I do not see him in Discord.
Nope.
So it looks like we will not be talking to him. Alrighty then. Well, congratulations to Jackson Anderson on the stage win here tonight. Of course, you know, he's gotta win the race in order to get in, knock somebody out.
Brantley said Jackson is with me. He said we'll get him to you for the post race.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mr. Jackson. Right. Harpoon Design. Yeah, Jackson Anderson. Yep. Harpoon Design. The, I believe it is the, what did he call? What'd you call that, Brantley? Called it something. I don't want to say the wrong thing, so I'm gonna let Brantley. Jackson's part of that one team, right? I'll think of it in a minute. Let me stop thinking real quick.
Development team.
Yeah, the development team. Yeah, that. Okay. Not yet. Oh, okay.
Not yet.
Not yet. All right. Yeah, I see. All right. Well, congratulations to Jackson Anderson on the stage win. Nonetheless, here we go, folks. Stages are done. It's going to be a straight shootout to the finish here. They are going to have to pit. I would say at least once. Definitely could be close for a second time, but definitely going to be close. Definitely going to have to pit at least once for sure. They cannot go the rest of the way here.
No, I would probably say around the 70, 72 range.
That'll put all that, let's see, that'd be about 20 laps. I'm going to say about 70. 7-ish, 78-ish. Could be wrong, though.
Well, I mean, really, if they can get some good draft, I mean, yeah, they definitely can make it that far.
Oh, okay. Well, here we go. Green back out. The final stint of the race here tonight. The Friday Night Beer League. Season number 2, round number 11. The regular season finale here in Michigan. Presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. Of course, myself, Joshua Medlock. And Stephen Lane up here joining me in the booth here tonight. Hanging out, calling the race, or at least trying to anyway. Well, we're doing our best.
I'm just trying not to mess up.
Hey.
So I don't want to let Jeremy down.
I don't know where he's at. He's not talking much right now. Maybe he might have taken a pain pill and went to sleep.
He needs to relax, rest to get better.
Yes, he does. Yeah, I could just imagine what type of pain he's in, you know. And I've got a bum shoulder now too, so we'll get that's for a different story. But David Medina Sr. over at the top.
Oh, Rick, 52.
Oh!
Yep. Nathan Cantrell got loose and went down and got clipped.
Oh, well, we're going to catch it here on the MaxspeedTV replay. This is going to collect a few drivers, it looks like. Yep, looks like the 99 of Jeffrey Goodpaster involved in this as well. Jeffrey caught that apron, too. Well, let's go and take a look. Looks like Jeffrey was okay, but yeah, right there. Oh, yeah, 52 come right down into the 99. And somehow, some way, the 04 and the 82 gets around, but the 13 is going to get a piece of the action as well. Oh, my gosh. And Jeffrey Goodpaster taking his car behind the wall. Oh, man. Did he not have a reset left? No, he did not. Oh, that hurts.
Yes, it does.
That is going to knock out Jeffrey Goodpaster here, folks. And I think Jeffrey was also another one of the drivers that needed the win, too. Yeah, he was. He needed the win as well because he already had his 8 starts. All he needed was the win. Oh, man. Tough break for Jeffrey.
Trying to see if I can see who all got caught up in that.
Jeffrey, Nathan, and Michael. Those 3 I know. Looks like everybody's coming down pit road except for Jackson Anderson. David Medina Sr. Oh, Kevin Kyle didn't come down. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Tell me where that's from.
That would be from Gomer Pyle.
Gordon Marion also didn't come down. Well, they've only been out here 5 laps. Maybe they're just, trying to save as much fuel as they can under caution. And you can save a little bit. I don't know how many, I don't know if you could save 2 to 3 laps, but I know you can save some. All right, well, let's get our first interview in here tonight. UK Wildcats 2388. Not entirely sure who that is. I know my brother is Jeremy Medlock, also a Wildcat fan. All right, well, let's see who we're going to pick on. How about we pick on David Medina Sr. here. Kind of talk to David here real quick. David, bud, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, well, it's, over the halfway mark here tonight, bud. It's been some great racing out there. You've led 10 laps, but, throwing the laps out the window here, man, you need the win. What's it like down there on the track? What do you have to do out here tonight? Looks like a lot of hungry hippos out there here this evening.
Yeah, well, the first thing, I don't want to, cause anybody that has a shot of getting in, take their chance away or anything like that. So going to try and keep it clean, obviously race hard and stuff, but, just got to be patient and not overdrive the car, let the tires come in to the way I like it, and, just see what we got at the end.
All righty, buddy. Well, you guys are getting the one to go here, getting side by side. Man, keep it going, keep it turned, sort of left, not too far left, by the way. And, man, just kind of keep it as clean as you can because it's going to get hectic here. You know it, I know it, and everybody else knows it, buddy. Good luck.
Thank you, man.
Yep. All right, man. Oh, man, it's going to get crazy.
It's going to get a little hairy, I guarantee you, here in just a little bit.
Andrew, there's Bolander out there in chat. I had to be another Kentucky fan. Got to give you a hard time, Andrew. I give my brother a hard time.
I'm a Wildcat fan, just not a Kentucky Wildcat fan.
Arizona.
Nope. Kansas State.
Ugh.
Hey, watch it now. I went to school there.
Yeah, at least it's not Kansas.
Well, that's true. If you ever hear me say Rock Chalk Jayhawk, then we got problems.
All right, here we go. Jackson holding the back. And he didn't even go. He could have won. Wow. Boy, he held him all the way back until the green. And the 9 of David was like, go.
It's a skinny pedal on the right, kid.
Kevin Kyle, however, is like, okay, well, y'all's not going to go. Guess what? I'm going to go. I'm a Razorback fan. But anyway, that's beside the point. Give me a hard time about it later.
Oh, you know I will.
Oh, I know you will. All right, Jordan Mary, the 83, Jackson, the 9, the 65. Look at Mitch flying up through here. Coming from 14th. Now, Mitch is already in, but here's the thing. He's got to try to stay in. You know, ooh, got a little wiggle there.
Ooh.
I was going to say winner, winner, chicken dinner, but he almost wiggled right into the wall.
I was just looking back here as well. Joe and Dennis is kind of
Yeah.
door to door rubbing on each other.
And Dennis Hansman, Joe Yates, and Ryan right behind him. It's a little bit far. He fell back here from 4th to 10th, but you know, the way this race is going, I wouldn't count anybody. I would not count out
absolutely not.
anybody, especially if you've got a fast repair and you get caught up in a late race big one or a late race wreck. We'll try to say that 5 times fast. You've got that, sitting in the back burner there to kind of be like, all right, well, there's 10 laps left. I have to use my fast repair. Use it, get a new car, get back out there, and at that point, you really ain't got nothing else to lose. Just hammer down and go for it, 3 wide, oh, buddy. Oh, the 6 coming up on the 16. Boy, 6 backed off of it. I think he's seen himself coming up. He's like, nope, don't want to do it again. Boy, look at Dennis. Jeez.
Making a run.
Making a run, lap 62 here of 100. And I haven't seen Kathy out there much in chat, but I know she usually watches when Dennis is racing. Sometimes stops by and says hi.
Yep, there she is.
There, yep. As soon as I say something. There she is. Known Kathy and Dennis for quite some time. Great peoples. They're great peoples.
I'm just going to say this, since I come over here and, everybody's been so nice. I mean, I just can't thank everybody enough. You, your brother Jeremy, Dennis Ensign was the first one that welcomed me, and I appreciate that. I really do.
Oh, you're more than welcome. We're going to have to, get you and my brother up here, at some point. I know my brother's kind of down in the, weather right now, but, at some point, it's going to be all 3 of us up here. And we're just going to have to talk all over everybody. Oh, Dennis! Oh, no, Dennis! Oh, no! Uh-oh, and this is going to actually collect several drivers.
Yeah.
J.D. Wright. That's who it actually stuck me on, was J.D. Wright. So let's find out. Well, I kind of know what happened, but we're going to get a closer look here. So Dennis gets a run, comes up. Oh, he comes up and comes up too quick. Right up into the 10, knocks him right back down into the 04, and there's where Wright gets involved. And then the 83 going to get a piece of it. The 1 going to get a piece of it. And somehow, some way, I don't know how everybody got through that, but they did. Matt Opplinger got through. Dennis somehow scaped through that. Mitch Diamond. I know Jackson got some damage on that, but wow. Well,
Yeah. I knew something was fixing to happen. I was watching them, and they were so bunched together that getting that side draft like that, it's got pushing your car around.
yeah.
So I was kind of keeping on that area right there just to kind of see what was going to happen. Wow.
Yeah, that was intense. That was, man, just hammered out, and I mean Dennis got to run, but he just he come up, and I mean, well, what else can you do in that situation? I mean, you back off. Do you back off of it and lose, 3 or 4 positions, or do you keep going? I mean, you're racing. I mean, I don't know what you do in that. Me, I'd have probably done the same thing Dennis did, to be honest with you. Just kept, just kept going.
There's not much you can do.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you try to lock yourself up, you're going to start collecting the cars behind you because
Yep.
they're not going to have time to react.
Oh, no. I'd have probably done the same thing. Been like, hammer down and just go.
Absolutely.
Whatever happens, happens. Unfortunately, in this situation, it did collect several drivers, and, several of them, unfortunately, probably going to have to use a fast repair, which they only get one. Now, depending on how much damage they have, that'll also depend on if they use it. Bull Dennis has been on pit road 30-something seconds. Okay, he's probably just getting damage fixed is what he's doing. Yeah, he got damage fixed. Looks like his song. Looks like J.D. Wright, he is getting damage fixed. I don't think he's using a reset here either. Brennan Parker, looks like he's going to get damage fixed. No reset. Okay, smart moves being played. Under caution, they're just getting damage fixed. They're not using a reset. I'd say, lap 66, I think that was the right call.
Oh, absolutely. Being still a lot of racing left. I mean,
yeah.
You're talking, 43 laps here, 44 laps.
See here, 35 laps.
35 laps. So, yeah, I mean, that was probably the best move instead of wasting that because you never know if you're going to get caught up in another big one where you'll need to use that fast repair.
Yeah, and the next one, the next wreck you possibly could get into, blow your engine. And if you use that fast repair on this caution with, maybe only, 30 seconds of damage, you just wasted it. Now you got a blown engine. Now you can't finish the race,
Yeah.
So, I think that was the right call. I would have probably done the same thing. But knowing me, I'd have probably forgot to uncheck my fast repair. Yeah, I don't have very good luck when it comes to iRacing, trust me. I don't know. The old Atlanta back in the day, when I first started, I finished 3rd on about 45 lap old tires. And you know how old Atlanta is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was scary. Yeah, me and the 4th place guy, we was battling it out. I was ahead of him, and he would gain a little bit on me. I was getting him on the exit. He was getting me on the entrance, so we were kind of even. I had a better exit. But, man, I'm going to tell you, 45 lap old tires on old Atlanta, folks, if you ever have a chance to do that, don't.
Just forget about it.
Just forget about it. I mean, I'm doing 123 miles an hour into the corner. And that was even scary. All right, I think somebody just spit coffee everywhere. All right, here we go. Pace truck. Down to the safety of pit road. We got No Name Kyle. Kevin Kyle up front. Jackson Anderson onto the inside. What kind of jump here Kevin going to do? Hold it back. No! Wow.
He gave him a little brake check and then mashed that go pedal.
There you go. And back underway here we are tonight. Oh, I almost got tongue-tied. Oh, door banging. Jackson Anderson. David Medina Sr. doing a little extracurricular activities, giving each other a kiss there. And not in a good way. Ooh, looks like the Nile wanted to shove the nose up the tailpipe of the 6 there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was close. Oh, the 83, boy, he was coming up on that 31 quickly and had to back off of it. Joe Yates, though, to the inside. I don't think he's going to have the 31 here at the line. No, but he's right there. All right, lap number 69. I was waiting for it to update to 70, but it already updated. So.
You're a little behind there, Josh.
Just a little bit. A little bit. All right, it is 9:12 Central, 10:12 Eastern, 4:12 in Hawaii. Still daylight over there. I'm a little jealous.
I am too. It's Hawaii.
I know, right? We're going to file a little bit back here. Oh, here we go. 3 wide, possibly. Oh, watching the 04. The inside of the 51. Getting a little dicey back here at about mid-pack. 3 wide, folks. I wouldn't even rule out a 4 wide here with Dennis coming up through here. Oh, the 04. Oh! 04. Getting into
Dennis
the
is
way.
right there.
He is, man. He is all over the back of the 04. Maybe. I'm thinking the 04 and the 16 might be trying to work together here, maybe to get up toward the front and battle it out at the end. Maybe.
I could, 82 and 85 look like they are 65 trying to work together too.
Yeah, Matt Opplinger and Mitch Diamond. Now, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but with the way they're setting right now, I mean, it's a possibility. I mean, both of them need the win, so, I mean, maybe help each other get to the front and then battle it out. Well, kind of didn't work out that way that time.
Oh, Dennis is getting a little loose there.
Uh-oh. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, contact,
man,
contact.
Now the one of Brandon Parker right there behind him. They were rubbing too. And Dennis way up high. The good thing about running the high line, though, is you'll be able to save a little bit of tires, and you can get that run off the corner.
Yeah.
So that is a good thing. As we seen, the 16 just got the run out of the corner there from the 1. It's down into the corner where, you know, you're going to lose a little bit. 3 wide right up ahead of them. 4 wide as they figure it out. Or did they figure it out?
Oh,
they didn't figure it out.
They didn't.
Oh, Jordan Marion over to the wall. No yellow. No yellow. We're still green.
We are.
All right. I gotta check on Steven here real quick. Are your ears bleeding yet?
Not yet. I actually put earplugs in today.
I do get loud, as you can tell. I do not hold back. I lose my voice, so, you know, if I don't lose my voice, I've not done something right. I lose it pretty much every Friday. Of course, next week, folks, the championship race. Of course, I know I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here. We haven't even finished this race yet. But, you know, we do got to look ahead a hair, you know.
Oh, Mitch is,
Yeah, we're at Mitch Diamond. Yeah, he's trying to diamond it down up and through here.
yeah.
Ooh, the 04. KD right. Back at the wall a little bit there. And here we go, coming to lap 75, 3/4 almost completed here tonight at Michigan. The Irish Heels. Man, it's been some good racing out here tonight.
It has. It really has.
I'm shocked they have not gotten spread out as much as they have. We do have a couple of packs, though, here. We got this front pack led by Joe all the way back to Mitch, and now, well, David Owens, who is right there at the tail. The Dennis Ansman, Brandon Parker. Oh, it looks like Matt Opplinger, the 82.
Yep, got in the wall a little bit.
So we got a, you know, pack back here running together, and then going back a little bit further, Nathan Cantrell. Still wouldn't rule out Nathan. Still wouldn't rule out Ed. I mean, we get a late race yellow here. You know, drivers, you know, getting involved in wrecks or whatever the case may be. Hey, it's going to put them in a great position. So, you know, really wouldn't count them out. You know, I always look at the big picture of things because you never know. Always expect the unexpected.
Well, you know, and the late yellows like that too, like you said, it's going to help them guys out in the back, get them back up towards the front, up towards the leaders.
Yeah.
Maybe get you know, a line or a run on them, and get them up front.
They are going to have to pit though.
Yeah, it's going to get close.
I do believe
You're right.
20.
They're,
I believe they're probably going to have to pit. You know, looking at about 20. Yeah, they're going to have to come down pit road at some point. Lap 77. I think you said what, 72?
that's what I said.
Yeah, I said 77, but I'm thinking it's going to be more like in the low 80s.
Yeah, the way it's looking.
Yep. Oh, the 11 to the 04 getting at it back here. Oh, buddy. Oh, golly, this is getting dicey, folks. Getting dicey and icy. Oh, yeah, let's take a look at that. Oh, still at, okay, well, we dropped down to 93-degree track temp, so, I mean, cooler. 3 wide, Mitch to the inside. Boy, he just drove it like he stole it. He might get a threefer.
Yeah.
Oh, well, not quite. Well, he almost had it. Oh, whoa. Up the 83, almost took out the 65 there. 83 did take out the wall. Yeah, about 93-degree track temp out there. Oh.
Already had a little coughing fit there for a second.
Uh-oh. That's all right. I do it all the time. That's so daggum. I don't condone it, but I do it. It's the cigarettes.
Yep, me too.
I don't condone it, folks. Please, if you don't smoke, please don't. Please don't start.
David all over Jackson's bumper and gave him a little love tap there.
If you don't watch it, I might give himself a little bit more than a love tap. Into the wall. No. You got an admin right there behind him. I don't think you want to wreck somebody intentionally.
No.
Actually, it's the boss.
Oh, Jackson just went down on the apron.
Yeah, here we go. Pitting. Yep, here he comes. Yep, he is going to be our first pit road victim in a good way. Not in a bad way. Well, if he got down safely on pit road, then it was in a good way. But if he didn't, then, well, it's a bad way.
Well, I'm sitting here watching Mitch, and it looks like his front end's getting a little squirrely on him.
Ooh.
So
Does he have any damage, or?
I can't tell on my screen.
Let me look at it. No, it doesn't look like any damage. Maybe it's just getting into the arrow push, tires starting to wear down, and
I was leaning more towards the tires. They're running 3 wide.
Yeah, they're running 3 wide for sure. 16 onto the outside. Boy, that 11 down onto the inside. Somebody don't give. Somebody's going to end up taking.
Well, and you had David Medina Sr. coming up and giving them a little push too. So.
Whoa! Whoa!
Uh-oh.
Hello! Not going to say the thing afterwards. Anybody watch Twister, then just use your imagination. Hello!
Yeah, I just overheard Dennis tell David it was his bad. So it wasn't intentional. I think he just kind of got a little bit of a run and got a little loose and pushed David down on the apron.
It's a big possibility. The way they're running, the way they're hungry, the way they're fighting. You know, some of these drivers like Mitch Diamond, who does have a win, who is in, you know, the drivers that have wins, they want to win again, because then it takes all the pressure off. Here we go. We got pit stops.
Just to say, we got several coming in. Mitch,
Joe,
looks like Joe,
Owens, Medina, Parker. He'll get quicker at it. Just takes practice. Do you use ATVO?
I have no idea.
Okay, well, I'll have to get you hooked up. You'll like it. You'll fall in love with it, man. It's got a timing screen, everything.
Nice.
Yeah, take a look at the the broadcast here, and you'll be able to see it. This is the program, folks, that I use as we see Matthew Fleming start to come down pit road here. Looks like the 16 is going to join him. Yep, coming down pit road. Oh, can they both get it locked down safely? Yes, they will. So both of them's down, so that's going to put JD Wright out in front, Matt Opplinger in second, and Ryan in third. But this is the program I use to change drivers. It's free. Anybody can use it. Drag it over to my other screen and be done with it. Yeah, told you I wouldn't count out Ed Ryan. I mean, even though he is the 18, 17 to go, so that's going to put 17. He's been out here 18. Yeah, he's still going to have to pit. He can't make it.
Can't make it.
Nope. The top 3, top side, cannot make it. Wright, Opplinger, Ed Ryan. Right, they may be trying to make on a late race yellow here. Got some drivers a lap down. Possibility. Or, well, I wouldn't necessarily say trap them a lap down, but maybe trap them more toward the back.
Yeah.
Because the drivers that just pitted, they're not going to come back down. I don't think.
Well, we got, what, 16 to go?
Yep, 16 to go. JD Rod, let's see here. His speed is not dropping, so he is not coming down on the 11, though. That is going to be David Owens. He is going to get his lap back the old-fashioned way, bypassing the leader. Well, he hadn't completed it. There he is. So he is back on the lead lap, and 15 to go here tonight at Michigan.
I thought JD was coming down. I thought he was coming down to the bottom. It might have been just his line. I thought maybe he'd been trying to come into the pits, but
We got 6 likes and 4 watching out there. Not many people talking right now, but Bolander, glad to see you out in chat there, brother. I wish you was out here racing, but, you know, nevertheless, if you're not racing, they usually tune in chat. Oh, what happened to Ed? Uh-oh. I think Ed just gone. Ed Ryan.
yep.
Uh-oh, did he drop connection, or did he just...
I'm trying to look to see here if it tells me anything, but
Oh,
I'm not
no.
seeing anything on my end.
Uh-oh. Oh, man, that's... He just disappeared.
Gone.
Yeah.
He gone. I hate that.
Yeah, I mean,
he was having a good run.
Yeah, he was. He was up in the 3rd, and I knew they were going to have to pit, but still, I mean, you pit, you know, you bank on a yellow, and let's hope that, you know, it wasn't something, you know, with maybe, you know, internet or electricity. You know, if that was the case, you know, then, man. JD Ride, Opplinger, 1, 2. These two still going to have to come down. Mitch Diamond. And now once them two come down, Diamond will be our leader if he can hold off Matthew Fleming and Dennis Ansman. Dennis has got to hold off Yates, Hissong, Anderson, who is right behind him. So we are just waiting for Wright and Opplinger to come down, but they are not coming.
Yeah, it looks like Ed had some connection issues.
Oh, no.
Yep.
No.
That's the information I'm getting right now, Josh. Is it was,
Yeah, it's possible, man.
that he
All right.
dropped. So
All right, the 88 of Fleming. Right up ahead of Dennis. And you've got Yates. Right on the tail, you've got the two Castrol Edge. Both on edge here tonight, literally.
that's it. You're banned from the dad jokes.
Banned, Banned. Oh, there's JD down pit road. There's Matt. Diamond. That's not quite Diamond himself up to the lead yet, but he will this time around, I do believe. And he will not officially lead a lap, but he will officially take over the lead. But he is up front, only about a second and a half ahead of Matthew Fleming. Dennis Ansman, Joe Yates, Jackson Anderson, your top 5. They are running down, or trying to run down Mitch here. Mitch
Now,
is-
just
Go
a
ahead.
quick question for you, Josh. Did anybody in the top 5 or even top 10? Well, I don't want to say 10, but in the top runners here, any of them in the run? Are these all in the running right now, or
Okay.
any of them have a chance to spoil somebody?
Well, the drivers that are already locked in, like I said, remember they already got 7 different winners, so a win and you're in. Matthew Fleming, Trevor Zelazny, who unfortunately didn't make it tonight, so I don't know how that's going to work, but I'm just going off of what I have here. Matthew Fleming, Trevor Zelazny, Brandon Parker, Mitch Diamond, David Owens, Joe Yates, and Jonathan Wright. Those drivers, they're seven different winners, so those are locked in.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say Mitch Diamond wins. Those 7 that I already mentioned, that's your 7 battling for the championship. Let's say Dennis Ansman, who now is in second. Let's say he pulls out the victory here tonight. Well, he's going to knock somebody out because of how many starts he has compared to drivers who maybe doesn't have maybe just one less start than he does.
Gotcha.
So it'll go wins, starts, top fives, top tens. That's, I believe, how it works.
Okay.
But,
I was just looking at at the list here to see
Yeah.
who we could watch for that maybe.
Well, right now,
Pull it right now.
Dennis would be one of the guys that, you would need to watch to bring it home into victory lane, because if he wins, he's in.
Right.
He's going to knock somebody out. Jackson Anderson is another one that you're going to have to watch. Back here in 5th.
Yep.
David Medina Sr. in 7th. Just to name a few drivers, those are the drivers you're going to have to watch coming to 7 to go.
Yeah, and David Owens just got into the wall a little bit.
Okay, well, David is already in. But, like I said,
If he's on the bubble,
yeah, one of these other drivers,
Yeah.
Dennis wins, and say Dennis has got one more start than he does, it's gonna knock somebody out. Mitch, these guys that are locked in, they don't want a different winner. They want it the way it is, because then they take a chance of getting kicked out.
right?
There's a lot on the line. A lot on the line. Matthew Fleming back here in the 88. Now, Matthew, I could talk all night about Matthew. Matthew's got on the season 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 4 wins on the season. Okay, that dude's locked in regardless.
Right.
Ain't nobody catching him. So he could wreck out right now and he'd still be good to go. Like Mitch Diamond, he's only got 1 win. If he gets 2 here, of course, like I said, the 7 drivers that have already got wins are in. I don't know, like I said, Trevor Zalazny, I don't know the understanding on that. I hope everything's okay with Trevor, and I hope he can, he's in and he can, make it. We'll kind of see how it all pans out going, into, well, here we go, 5 to go, and look who's coming up on the 65. You got Dennis Hansman and Matthew Fleming right there, 2 and 3 together.
Like Matthew's trying to push Dennis a little bit to get him up there.
Yeah, and you know why?
Probably on the bubble.
No. Matthew Fleming and Dennis Hansman are teammates.
Oh.
Yeah. Fleming's already in.
Okay.
So, like I said, Fleming could wreck right now and he'd still be in, But Fleming's trying to get Dennis around Mitch. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to figure out how to get that 16 around that 65. Looks like the 65 is going to go top side. 16 of Dennis is going to go low. Coming to 3 to go. We're going to go door to door. The 88 following the 16. 16 pushing up a hair. We're going to hit 3 to go this time by, folks. 3 to go. And you know what the 88's wanting to do? Get in between.
Block him.
Block him. He's wanting to block that 65.
And he just did
and
it.
he's going to do just that. But 65 is right there.
Boy, if Matthew, if Matthew can stay right there and
Okay, I gotta
keep
go
pushing
Yeah,
Dennis.
I got to go back here and check out. We're going to hit 2 to go this time by. Check out Joe Yates. David Medina Sr. We got 2 to go, folks. So, anything can happen still.
So just kind of going through. Everybody else is kind of spread
I am
out.
sweating bullets right now, folks. You have no idea.
I'm sorry, I'm back up here on the front. I got to watch these guys.
Yeah, they're going to be coming to 1. We got to get to the white flag. Coming around turn number 4, there is no yellow. White flag in the air. 1 to go. Oh, man. Oh, man. I usually don't go for anybody. I usually try to be as unbiased as I possibly can, but in this situation, come on, 16!
Well, it looked like
Oh, here goes Mitch!
Oh, Mitch got
Oh,
inside the
here
run.
goes Mitch! Mitch is going to try it! He's going to try it! 16 to the outside! Who's going to get the run to the line? Dennis Hansman's going to win it here tonight at Michigan!
Wow.
Oh!
Wow.
I got to rest.
Mitch just come over the radio, said I had to try something.
Oh my gosh!
88, man. He was
Whoa.
pushing Dennis hard, getting him up there, and man,
Woo.
that was a heck of a finish.
Wow! Oh my golly, folks, that was an exciting race. Oh my gosh, and you know the 16 gonna burn it up here, folks.
Here we go.
There he goes, and you know the funny thing about it is, he just
Is his first win?
this season, yes.
Yes.
It was a win you're in.
Wow.
And he just painted that paint today. Holy smokes, folks. Give us just a few moments. We're going to have to step aside, catch our breath, and we'll get the top three down here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show. Give us just a few minutes. Wow. Hang on. We'll be back. Alrighty, folks. I've not really caught my breath, but we're going to go ahead and get with it here tonight. We're going to pull up our third place finisher here tonight. Mitch Diamond. I almost called him Mitch Mustang. We don't need to go that far. Sorry, Mitch, man. I got so many things going through my mind right now, dude. It's insane. I know a lot's probably going through yours as well. A lot of the line out here tonight for a lot of drivers, including yourself. Man, talk about the race out here tonight. You know, the final race of the regular season. You know, championship race the next week. But before we get into that, man, talk about tonight, the struggles. You know, the battles, the fights, the door-to-doors, the 3 wides, 4 wides. You know, the hungry drivers. Oh, we got to hear it all from you, man. Talk about it.
Man, it was a lot of fun, and we did beat a lot of fenders. It was good. That's what made it so much fun, and come down to a little bit of strategy. And I think myself and the 88 took 2 tires at the end, and the 16 took 4, and that was the correct move.
That was the correct move. What was the I guess you could say the biggest struggle you had out here? With the way these cars acted around other drivers.
Oh, track position for sure. You get in the back, it's so hard to make up spots, but then when you get up front, it's pretty easy to maintain it unless you make a big mistake. So I would say track position is the biggest pain in the butt at this place.
Well, I gotta say, man, we're not done. I mean, we still got championship racing to do next week. I know you've got to do your thing and to get everything ready to rock and roll, finalize who's in, who's out, this, that, and the other. I know you got a lot of work you got to do. But we do got championship racing next week. I do believe y'all have it at Talladega, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah.
The 94 laps at Talladega, and that Dennis Hansman's win there, I think bumped JD out of the playoffs.
Oh, wow.
I'll confirm that in points and send it to you while you're talking
Okay.
to the race winner there, but I'll do points here real quick and add it up. But I think that was a pretty big win for Dennis and a
All
bad win for JD.
All right. Well, with that being said, Talladega, 94 laps next week, championship racing, 7 drivers going to go win. Do not have to win the race to be the champion. Just have to finish ahead of the other drivers. Super speedway racing at that. So, I mean, there's a lot at stake next week.
Last year, the guy who won the championship led the last lap, and that was the only lap he led all night.
That's all that matters.
He won the championship.
Yep. That's all that
First win.
matters. Yeah, right. Man, all righty, Mitch. Well, I know you got a few final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go, celebrate your third out here tonight. You're going to be, sounds like you're going to be one of the drivers going in to that championship race as well, so I'll let you do your thing. And, of course, the, your final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give here tonight, buddy, before you go celebrate.
Yeah, shout out to all the boys in the league. That was a fun race and good time. And shout out to you and MaxspeedTV and iRacing. That was a good time. Can't wait to do it next week.
Yeah, we got one more race, buddy. We'll talk later, man. Go celebrate third, and oh golly, can't wait already for next. Can we just do it tonight? Be over and just get it over with.
Yeah, no, they got to let that anxiety build.
Oh golly, my anxiety's already shot through the roof as it is. So, all righty, buddy. We'll let you get to it, man. Go celebrate. We'll see you next week.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yep. All right. I hope I put him in the right room. If I didn't, oh well. All right. Well, let's get up here to our second place finisher here tonight. The teammate of the 16, Matthew Fleming. Of course, Matthew, you are already into the championship race next week. With your 4 amazing wins this season, but you were out here tonight to help teammates, to help a teammate get in and possibly even come out with a victory. However, you put yourself in the right spot to do what you had to do to help a teammate get in. Talk about the overall racing, the strategy that you and Dennis had for tonight, and how y'all got hooked up there together to make it happen. Mike's yours, bud.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a strategy type race. Typically, I find Michigan to be kind of a boring race, which tonight it was actually like really slick. Usually it's really tight, only a 1-lane track. But overall, I mean, got a stage point, and yes, we were trying to keep Dennis up there. Obviously, he needed a win to get in. And then their last couple of cautions, it just kind of, well, let's do this and get the fresh tires on. Then we made the right strategy call. They're on the last green flag stop, and Dennis was behind me. I was behind Mitch. He was taking off. I was like, man, we need some drafting help up here. And sure enough, Dennis got some help from another guy and got him up to me. And
at one point I was just like, well, you just go around. I'm just gonna push. And then once we actually started catching Mitch, I told Dennis that, hey, once you get around, you got no pressure from me. I'm gonna try to keep everybody behind. And it worked out. Mitch did give it a good run there on the final turn. But I didn't think it was going to stick down there. Not good enough to take the win away. So, yeah, I'm proud, and I'm gladly take second place there, as long as we got Dennis in. So, yeah, it was definitely a good night for flagship.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So dude, my anxiety is so high right now. I usually don't go for anybody. I'll try to keep, as unbiased as I possibly can. But, coming down to the wire, I knew what was at stake, and I knew kind of what was playing out. And then as soon as I realized, that y'all two were together, and I'm like, wait a minute. And even Steven down there is like, it looks like Fleming is pushing Dennis. And then I was like, wait a minute. I have to look because I think they're teammates.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and then I was like, Steven, they're teammates, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was going to do anything to get him up there.
Yeah, so and then I realized it, yeah, and I was like, yeah, that's what's happening. You were trying to get Dennis around, and I had a feeling if you could get Dennis around, you were going to try to get around too, to at least put yourself between Dennis and Mitch. But if you couldn't get around, you were going to do everything you possibly could to slow Mitch down, at least. Not, wreck him, because that's just not you, but you were going to try to slow him down.
Oh, yeah. If I was behind him and Mitch tried to make a run, I mean, it's easy. Just go with your teammate, and, the draft will just work. So, yeah, either way, even if I was in the third place spot, Dennis would have been set, because either way I was going to go with him and keep him up front. So,
All right.
yeah.
Well, with that being said, championship racing next week. You and your teammate is in, so, I know you guys are teammates going into that race, but 94 laps at Talladega, super speedway style racing. Teammates is important. Draft is important. What are you thinking about going into that race? And how do you and Dennis approach that, knowing, yeah, y'all are teammates, but y'all are also fighting for a championship?
I know. Just go through most of the race, work together, try to stay up front as much as possible. Flagship usually seems to have the least amount of teammates, so it's going to be a little difficult, but and then when it comes down to it, if it's the final 2 laps, if it comes to controlling lanes, one guy goes low, one goes high. If we're up in front, and just whoever gets it gets it. But it's got to be one of us. if it's Dennis gives it, I don't care.
Oh.
So, yeah, it'll work for me as much as I want to win it. And I'm going to try my damnedest to. But, yeah, if Dennis gets it, not me, hey, it's okay.
If Dennis gets it, not you, it was made to be, right?
That's right.
Yeah, but you are going to, I'm sure, put yourself in the same position. Dennis is going to try to put himself in. Try to be the champion. You do not have to win the race to be the champion. You just have to finish ahead of the other driver. That's it.
Right, yep.
But hey, why not win it while you're there, right?
Might as well. You put in all that effort.
Yeah, exactly. Well, man, awesome job out here tonight. Not only by you and Dennis, but by everybody. It was such an amazing race. I did not expect it to be a draft-style racing. I thought everybody was going to get spread out. It did not. At all.
Right.
Me and Steven was up here thinking, all right, it's going to get spread out. All right, it's going to get spread out. All right, it's going to get spread out. Nope.
Oh, yeah, it got really racy up in the front there at the beginning of the runs. I'm like, gosh, man, you got to kind of back it down some. You still got to save a little bit of tire.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Matthew, like I said, but awesome P2 out here tonight, man. Get ready for next week. We're going to call it the Medlock Birthday Championship. No, I know y'all already got a name for it. It's my birthday next week, too. So, so awesome job out there tonight, buddy. I know you got a few final thoughts, shout-outs, things you want to give before you go celebrate your second here tonight. So I'm going to turn the mic over to you. Yeah, mic's yours, bud.
First off, happy early birthday in case I forget or I don't talk to you next weekend or next week. And then shout out to the Swills America number 88 Chevy. It's definitely fast out there. And also want to mention MB Roofing in San Antonio, Texas. Murphy's Mechanical, and then of course we got Flem Dogs. Shout out to Team Flagship and Dennis. Did an amazing job here, and shout out to you guys. I can't wait to go back and watch it as usual. And yeah, shout out to all the admins in here. It's definitely a really fun league. So I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yep, man, one more race, this season, this year, and then we'll take the rest of the year off, and they're gonna you guys are get ready for season 3, hopefully, and we'll go from there. But Matthew, go celebrate P2 here tonight, buddy. We'll see you next week at Mega.
Yes, sir. Have a
Yep,
good one.
you too, buddy. All right, well, that is going to bring us to our winner here tonight, but you are going to have to hold off another few more minutes, folks. We're going to step aside here real quick, play a quick commercial break, and just kind of let the anxiety build even more. Hang tight, folks. We will be again right back. Alrighty, folks, we have caught up with our winner here tonight, the number 16, Dennis Ansman, coming into tonight like so many other drivers, needing the win to get in. And I would say with the help of a teammate, and I don't think he would argue about it, Matthew Fleming helping him do just that. Dennis grabbing the win out here tonight, buddy. Awesome job on the win, but you had to fight for it. Man, talk about your overall race out here tonight. The struggles you had, the incidents you did have out here tonight, unfortunately got caught up in some and paddled your way back up toward the front. And, well, look where you're sitting at right now, buddy. Awesome job, man. Mike's yours. Talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, well, would it technically be my kind of race if I didn't get involved in some kind of situation, whether it be another driver, a wall, or a combination of the two? Yeah, it was a race of a lot of ups and downs, and just had to battle through that stuff and save the fast repair for the very last pit stop. And thankfully, Matthew on the last pit stop told that he told me he was just taking right side tires, so I quickly changed from 4 to 2 and overshot my pit stall just a little bit. So he got out just about a second and a half faster than I did, but we got back out there, and I was able to catch back up to Matthew, and it was just a matter of catching up to Mitch Diamond there at the end of the race. And for a moment, I thought that we were not going to be able to do that, but when Matthew told me to go ahead, get around him, and he was just going to push me, that's when we started to really tick down the time and catch up to Mitch. And I was trying to figure out a strategy as I was catching up to him, how I was going to get around him, and I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to go to the bottom and hope that it sticks. Thankfully, I still had enough tire left on the right front that it did do that, and I was able to get around him. And man, it was just, I can't talk highly more of these drivers that are in here that race in this league every Friday night. Great group of guys. Look forward to racing with them every Friday night. Even though we might have a little tiff here and there, a little argument, but all in all, we all race good, race hard, race clean, and we all want to succeed, and we want to see each other succeed. That's why this victory is bittersweet, because it locks me into the championship 7 next Friday night at Talladega, but unfortunately it knocks one of the previous 6 winners out for the contention.
Yeah, and I know we was just talking about that as well. Now, I don't know entirely who it's going to be. I know Mitch has got to do all the stuff that he needs to do to figure all that out. But, yeah, unfortunately it is going to knock somebody out. And, even though they had a win, it all comes down, okay, the wins, then the starts, top 5s, top 10s, et cetera, et cetera. Unfortunately, that's just, what's going to happen. It's part of racing and the style the way it's done over here. But, you can't take nothing away from the driver who is going to get knocked out, because, they drove their tails off too,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Just such an amazing race out here tonight. Now, I'm going to, kind of turn it over to Steven here real quick. Steven, you're going to, be able to ask a, question or two to Dennis, what you want to ask him, and do you have anything for him?
Dennis, congratulations first of all on your win, man. That was an awesome race to watch. My question was how much do you think the tires played a factor in tonight?
Well, I could tell you they played a big factor. I didn't take any tires on the first pit stop, and I paid for it. Everybody was going around me, and it's like it was like I was delivering mail out to the fans in the stands. But, ultimately, I knew what happened in the first stage didn't matter. So saving a set there for the end of the race meant more to me versus taking a set there to get to lap 50 for the stage and finishing in the top 5 or whatever. So I still had, if there was a late race caution, I still had a set of left side tires to take on the car. So I still had a backup plan. It would have made me a little tighter, but I still think it would have gave me enough time with 3 laps if we had a GWC to hold off the guys behind me. And, if I had my teammate Matthew Fleming behind me, I mean, he did a heck of a job holding off Mitch. He even told me when he was, last-ditch effort, taking it down to 3 and 4, just sending it. He told me that, Mitch probably didn't have the run coming out, and he was definitely right on that. Mitch didn't have the run, but, all props goes to Flagship Motorsports for coming out strong, P1, P2 tonight. And props to, all the guys that showed up here tonight, put on one heck of a show for not only us to enjoy as drivers, but for everybody that tuned in and watched here tonight.
Absolutely, and y'all, everybody did a great job. And again, Dennis, congratulations on your first win. You're gonna be able to go to that championship race next week, and hopefully you can do this again.
Oh yeah, hopefully. But first things first. Got to work with the teammate. Got to keep the cars clean. Got to stay within the front pack to even have a chance. And then like Matthew said with Medlock there, we'll work together there. But if we're down to the nitty gritty, last let's say 5 laps or whatever, he's on the inside, I'm on the outside, and we're leading the race. Both sides.
Every man for himself.
Every man for himself. We're just gonna go at it, and best wishes to whoever pulls it off. But as long as one of us wins it, that's all that matters next Friday night.
There you go. Well, congratulations, Dennis. I'll turn it back over to Josh.
All righty, buddy. Well, man, Dennis, awesome job again here tonight. We do have confirmation that Trevor Zelazny, will be a sub just in case somebody else can't make it. Of course, he will be kind of there just in case. But, we do have our 7 that are in. And those drivers are, of course, Mitch Diamond, Matthew Fleming, J.D. Wright, Joe Yakes, Dennis Ensman, Brandon Parker, and David Owens. So those are our 7 drivers. Dennis, awesome job again out here tonight, buddy. It only took you 11 races to do it, but you did it.
Hey, ain't no different than last season.
Hey, right? Hey, well, there is a difference. Last season, you didn't make it in. This season, you did.
No, I made it in last season.
Oh, you
I
did?
won at Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then I dropped out at Daytona because my computer crashed.
That's right. Yeah, you had a, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, no flashbacks.
That's why I'm going to make sure everything's taken care of before next Friday. Because my computer's not going to crash at Talladega, I can guarantee you that.
Oh, yeah, definitely try not to let it do that again. Alrighty, Dennis. Well, I know you probably got a few more final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks, buddy, you want to give, man, so I will turn the mic over to you, buddy, again, man.
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to give a, thanks, shout-out to Mitch for having me on board here for the Friday Night Beer League. Some great racing with these guys each and every week for 2 seasons. I've had a blast with these guys and looking forward to many more. Secondly, I want to give a shout out to Flagship Motorsports, Matthew Fleming, Travers Slasny, and the other one that's on our team that I can't think of right now. Shout out to them guys, but most importantly, Matthew for having me on board for the 2nd season in a row with Flagship Motorsports, and of course, giving me that edge there for the victory here tonight, giving me the little push and the heads up of where everybody was at while Mitch Diamond was at. Thirdly, big shout out to MaxspeedTV for doing what you guys do each and every Friday night, broadcasting this league, putting on one of the best broadcasts that are out there in all of iRacing. So appreciate everything that you do, Medlock, with you and your brother most of the time. But tonight you had some help here, and I give the thanks to Steven for coming on board and filling in, because the way this race went tonight, it was not how I expected it to go, and thank God you had the help up there. So.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you guys having me. I really do.
Yeah, it was a handful here tonight for sure. Blew out my voice, made myself dizzy, especially there at the end. Just it was a crazy race, crazy ending. Overall, just great action out there on the track. Even Steven was going through the field here tonight, trying to, he even found a few battles and wrecks of his own as he was clicking on them. So, he had his fair share of stuff here tonight. But, Dennis, we're not going to keep you, man. We're going to let you go celebrate your victory here tonight. Get ready for the championship at Dega next week, buddy. So, go celebrate. Go have you a few cold ones.
I plan on it, and I just want to say, FYI, I'm not making a new paint. Even though every time I make a new paint and I win a race, I'm not making a new paint.
All right, so we'll see the blue Castrol Edge machine next week.
Yes, you will.
All righty, well, we'll see you next week, Dennis. Go celebrate, buddy.
Will do. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, bud. Oh man, I'm tired.
Man, I tell you, this was an awesome race. It really was.
Yeah, it was. That was insane. I don't think I've ever called a Michigan race other than Indy cars that was pack racing like it was tonight. Usually it's it gets spread out. They're a second or two ahead of one another. You may have a few 2 or 3 4 car packs, but nothing compared to what we saw here tonight. So
Right.
totally different style racing than what we usually see at Michigan. That's, I think, what really made the race what it was. If it would have got spread out, would we have seen Dennis win? Would we have seen Matthew, in second? Would Mitch have taken the win or Joe? Really, we don't know because it wasn't that type of race.
No, it was pretty. The leaders were all together right there for a little while, and Matthew pushing Dennis like he did. That as a team that had to feel great.
Yeah.
To get in that P1, P2.
Oh yeah, definitely, and of course, that's team points too. So
Mhm.
they do teams over here as well. They got team points, and not only are they getting points for as drivers, of course, as I've mentioned it throughout the whole race here tonight, 15 drivers roughly. They didn't care about the points. They had to have had the win. So
Right. And it looks like Mitch has already posted the team points.
Yep. Let's see here. BA Motor Club has locked up the team championship. So wow, okay. So that is going to do the team I guess next week, team points don't count. I guess unless they do count, but mathematically nobody can catch them. I guess that's how
Yeah,
that
I was
works.
fixing to say it doesn't look like anybody's going to be able to. So
Yeah, so I guess that's how they work. Well, congratulations to the BA Motor Club out there. I'm not going to say it. Just going to keep it clean. We'll just go, like me and my brother do. We'll just keep it at that. But congratulations to them on the team championship on that side of the championship. We've got one more race to decide our, of course, race champion, our season champion next week. Of course, we got to get through the, I guess we can call them official results here because everything's been done. So Dennis Hansman grabbing the win, locking himself into the race championship 7 next week at Talladega. Congratulations to Dennis on the win here tonight and the lock-in. Matthew Fleming, his teammate, already locked in coming into tonight with the 4 wins he had. But, doing what he did here tonight to help his teammate get that win, he did just that. Teammate's going to finish 1-2 with Matthew in second. Mitch, well, you seen it like I did, like everybody else seen it too. Mitch trying to dive it down there, just wouldn't stick. He could not get it down there far enough to get it back around Dennis Hansman and Matthew Fleming, but Mitch is still in. He will finish third here tonight. Joe Yakes in the 4th spot. David Medina Sr. in 5th. Brandon Parker 6th. David Owen 7th. Jackson Anderson in 8th. Michael Lamphere 9th. Robert Hissong in 10th. Kevin Kyle in 11th. Again, a big shout out to Kevin for doing my plaque again, buddy. Do appreciate it, man. Still beautiful as it was whenever you first sent it to me, man. Awesome job again. J.D. Wright in 12th. Matt Oplinger 13th, Jordan Marin 14th, Nathan Cantrell 15th, and Ed Ryan 16th, and Jeffrey Goodpaster 17th. And George Wright will round it out here in 18th tonight. But our winner again goes to Dennis Hansman here tonight at Michigan. Of course, everybody, before we get to my final thoughts and shout outs, I do want to make note, keep my brother, please, in your thoughts and prayers. Again, he's still in pain with his shoulder. He just can't seem to get over it. He just had surgery, so please keep him in your thoughts and prayers. He was unable again to make it here tonight. Big shout out to you, Steven, for jumping in and, covering my brother. I know you and him's been talking, kind of getting everything situated just in case he couldn't make it. And with the pain he's in, he couldn't make it. So I do appreciate you jumping up here and, helping me call this race. Awesome job, your first time. And you've only been on iRacing for 3 weeks at that. So,
Yeah.
different perspective.
It is, and I just want to take a minute again to say thank you, and to you and your brother, for allowing me to come up here. I know that's probably not something of the norm, but all the guys that I've talked to in the chat and everything have been real welcoming, and like I said, Dennis was the first one to welcome me to the Discord and everything. So I appreciate that, and again, Dennis, congratulations on your win, man. But yeah, I'd be happy to come back anytime you need me.
All right, we'll kind of take it day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year. We'll figure something out. Of course, like I said, folks, he's my state neighbor. He's from Soonerland. We'll just keep it at that. But
here we go.
I've saved the question till the very end because I didn't want to make it all about anything, but I gotta ask. When we go see you out here, Steven?
I knew you was going to ask that. So no, seriously, with me only being in iRacing for about 3 weeks, I've been doing a lot of practice with other vehicles. I've been running a lot of a dirt track right now, and the street stock dirt, and man, I've been doing pretty good. I've already moved up to Class D, and pretty excited about that. I'm just still taking it, day by day, getting out there, hitting some practice sessions and some test runs. Just trying to get used to driving the different vehicles. I've just purchased or just got me a next gen car, so I'm really excited about getting into that and getting everything set up. But yeah, right now, man, I'm just trying to get seat time. It's going to be a little while before I come out here with some of these guys. I just don't want to get out here and tear their vehicles up, tear mine up. It's just not worth it. Just my advice to anybody that's starting out: just take it one day at a time and get used to it first.
Oh yeah, definitely so. And like I told you, outside of it, me and you've been talking. Don't rush it. Take your time because
Exactly.
Like me, I grew up playing the old console NASCAR games, and my first thought was, oh, I could do this. It's just gonna be like NASCAR. No.
No, really.
No.
I mean, it's, coming from actually, I did actually race dirt track cars, a few years ago, and it's a lot similar to that. Your mechanics are still the same, but it's totally different when you have the internet factor involved.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, I'm just taking it one day at a time right now. I'm not getting in no rush to get up here. I mean, would I love to run with some of these guys? Oh, absolutely. But right now it's just taking it one day at a time. I'll get there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. So, yeah, just take it one day at a time, one car at a time, work your way up, just slowly. One of the biggest things about, real life to virtual racing is net code. In real life, you don't have net code. You're either going to hit or you're not going to hit.
Yeah, that wall hurts. Trust me, that wall hurts in real life. I promise you.
Yeah, and here in the sim, unless you have like a motion sim or something, or you have your force feedback on your wheel turned up too high, you're really not going to feel the wall.
No.
But, I mean, like you said, the mechanics are still, pretty much the same. I mean, you got to worry about tire wear, damage, worry about other drivers around you. I mean, there's so much still yet that plays a huge factor in iRacing and in real life that you still have to worry about it. So, just take your time, get out here when you're comfortable, but, yeah, as far as, coming up here and calling the race, I mean, we'll get, once my brother gets to feeling better and everything and he's able to jump back up here, I mean, heck, all three of us do this,
Yeah, we might be censored after that one.
Probably so. But, Steven, a big shout out to you, man. Thank you again for jumping up here and helping. A big shout out to everybody over here that tuned in to the stream here tonight. Kathy was out there. Even Steven was out there in chat, even though he was up here. Adam Green was out in chat here, chiming in there at the end. Looks like Bolander, Brantley Roden out there in chat. Now, my brother was out there, and I guess he passed out on us, but glad to see he was still out in chat with us tonight. Do miss him up here in the booth, but you know he's got to get to feeling better. You know, when you can't move your arm, you got to move your mouse, and when you can't do that, you know it does put a kind of put a damper into what you can and can't do. So, and being right hand dominant too, me and him are both right handed. So you know,
well, and you know, I told him, Josh, he needs to take care of himself, man.
Yeah,
he's got to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's got to, and we'll talk about my shoulder at a later date. Hopefully, I don't think it's as bad as his, but you know, we'll talk about it later. But I'm tired. I'm sure Stevens wore out. I think I made his ears bleed tonight. If not, I'll have to get him back up here and try it again. But that's going to do it here for MaxspeedTV and the Friday Night Beer League for Season 2, round number 11, the regular season finale here at Michigan, folks. Next week, well, it's championship racing at Talladega. You don't want to miss it. Same time, same place, right here on MaxspeedTV. Until next week, folks, stay safe. Thank you all again, and have a good night.